Thank you so much, Sakina. Now, the Gauteng Golden Fireballs ended the 2025 season on a high note to bag their second title. In style, they defeated the 2024 champions, the State Crinums, 47-40 in the Division 1 final at the Durban International Convention Centre. Now, the Fireballs are the only side to have gone unbeaten this season. To look back at this achievement, we've roped in Gauteng Golden Fireballs assistant coach and absolutely no stranger, former Proteas captain Bongi Msomi. Bongi, a very good morning to you. Talk to me about what this victory means for you as a former Golden Fireballs player, having played for them for 3 years, as well as the the rest of the team.
Good morning. Firstly, thank you for having me here. So good to see this trophy again. I think it still needs to sink in that we actually won. It's incredible. I think the girls have done such a great job, but I have to say credit to Coach Ulstra. I had such a lovely time, having to be at TNL level as a coach for the first time, assisting her. In 2022, I remember when we won the league, I was her captain, which was really just a great year. We started creating our own culture. We spoke about the legacy of the Fireballs, where we want to take it. And it was more to say, we kind of need respect in the brand itself, the Fireballs, and more for the years to come. So the players that come from, I guess, the Fireballs side kind of deserve that, the respect that they can earn, but also really to put in some great performances in a different way, which I thought this year was just fantastic. You don't just get to play 19 games in a row and don't lose at all. So I thought, it's still for the books. It's just fantastic. And for me, it was really, really such a great, league this year.
And I mean, you speak about the 19 games unbeaten, the execution, the consistency in which you guys managed to lift this trophy was absolutely beautiful to watch. Speak to me about the moment and the realization when you say to yourself, this is the winning team at the TNL this year, because you said after you guys selected the team, you thought to yourself, yeah, this is a good team.
Oh, definitely. I think I can still remember day one when we met. We had, a great idea of which kind of players we're looking for, and it was really to speak of the culture that we obviously want to build onto from where it started until this year. We got to training that day one. You could see the excitement from the players' faces, looking at each other and thinking, oh my gosh, you're here. So good to have you with us. It was really such a great vibe. And from that day until the end, we really spoke about not just winning the league, but really doing it in style. Like we wanted to, represent a great brand of netball in our country. We do feel that netball deserves even more, recognition, but more to be an exciting sport that it is. And it is on us, as coaches first, to try and make that happen. I thought the players that we had really stood strong to really kind of make that happen. And I think the most exciting thing for me was to see them off the court. I think I see sports as, on court is like a bonus. You've been practicing, you should be able to play. Like the excitement, the respect they had, but also for us, the way we worked was just, it was crazy. I see Elsa more as a kind of a friend, so to sit next to your friend the whole season was just fantastic.
Talk to me about the game plan coming into that final game, coming up against the defending champions and the Crinums, and how well you feel you executed in terms of that game plan.
Oh, that was insane. I thought we actually just played not Crinums, but Gofsis at USA as UJ. Obviously, I do coach at UJ. And most of the players from Crinums are, from the Free State side. So it was more or less the same players. So coming into it, I really felt like we were quite ready. We had an idea of how we want to try and stop them, probably more in their shooting circle, because they were quite dangerous. I have to say we were not really as intimidated or scared in the final as much as we were in the semi-final, because you would know Fireballs had history of 2 years in a row they lost in the semi-final. We lost. So we wanted to come, in a semi and really be clinical, get that done, and then get the nerves out to look forward to what's the final going to look like. We did speak a lot of how Zandri, everyone knows how good she is. If we could try and put pressure on her to take the shots up. They had a Lobe, I think she's probably under 19. She's going with the World Cup under 21 squad. So we knew she's quite young. If we put pressure on her, that she doesn't get the ball, she's probably going to panic. But if you say Zandri must shoot the whole time, having to go up and get a center pass all the time, coming back here, she's probably going to be tired at some stage. It is something tricky that we actually planned, but it really worked. We also knew that Fifi is the one on center that's going to carry the ball a lot more. Having Tali at the back, it allowed us on the wing defense, allowed us to, at some point, can she pick up Fifi, make her work a lot. So when we were on attack, she's probably not going to be as effective on defense. There was quite a lot of things we spoke about. In the circles, we started with Tiki. You probably would have seen. We did know that if that doesn't work, we're not going to wait long. Tinita's going to change and come in front. We already had Jante on the goal defense to sit and wait outside. It was just a team effort, honestly. Everyone executed their role, and you would have seen when we started, we were quite a bit shaky. Had all respect for Crinums because they're really quite a good side. So the start was not as great, but when we were really clinical with the plan, it really worked. And I have to say credit to Coach also, because when we put it together, we knew it was going to work, but not so soon. So yeah, I thought it was really a great plan.
Well, Bongi, congratulations coaching. Now with the trophy, the transition, we've absolutely loved watching it. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
That is Bongi Msomi, the assistant coach of the Golden Fireballs, the TNL winners this time around, of course, securing a victory against the defending champions in the Free State Crinums.